Hi, I'm Dr. Courtney, Jesus Professor, and in this episode of Debunking 101, we're explaining how peer review is a temporary and weak arbiter of truth in science. Like Occam's razor, peer review is a temporal expedient for judging scientific work at a given time with the data that's available at that time. Peer review serves the temporal interests of publishers, funding agencies, and employer. Peer review is valuable in this role. However, the ultimate arbiter in scientific validity is repeatable experiment alone. It is an error to replace experimental repeatability with peer-reviewed observations as an ultimate arbiter of scientific validity. Only repeatable experimental results qualify as scientific observations. Observations of physical and documentary evidence of historical events do not warrant equal status with repeatable experiments. Giving peer review undue status as an ultimate arbiter of scientific validity robs science of its true objectivity and effectively turns the clock back 500 years on the scientific method. At this point, is science really a powerful, objective method for exploring natural law, or have we merely replaced one set of authorities, the Catholic Church, the Middle Ages, with another set of authorities, the scientists of the 21st century? Early drafts of this video were authored in 2008, but the way peer review was abused to support government overreaches in the response to COVID in 2020 and 2021 provides additional motive to ask to see the data from repeatable experiments rather than trusting the scientists. Often, trust the science is a dishonest oversimplification when the authoritarians are really wanting you to trust the pronouncements of their appointed and funded scientists. Many important scientific works have been published without prior peer review, serving as a gatekeeper, including some of the most important works in science, like Isaac Newton's Principia, Robert Boyle's The Skeptical Chemist, and Systema Naturae by Carolus Linnaeus. Several famous works have even been published anonymously, including an essay on the principle of population and Vestiges of the Natural History of Creation. It's not uncommon for works that are not subject to peer review prior to publication to be cited in later papers and to be highly regarded. In the long run, high regard in science comes from agreement with repeatable experiment.
If you see what I see, that the grave is empty, then you know what I know. Anything is possible. If you see what I see, that the grave is empty, then you know what I know. Anything is possible.